So in this problem, a and b represent values of x. So that means a and b are the values that x could be. Such that, now anytime you see such that, that indicates, okay, now we're going to give you information about x. 15 less than, so we're subtracting 15 from what? Twice the square of x. So we got the square of x, and then twice that, and we take 15 away from that. And what does that equal to? That's equal to the opposite of x. All right, so what we have is we have a quadratic equation. So to solve this, we're going to move this x over to the other side. So 2x squared plus x minus 15 equals 0. All right, so I could factor this, but I'm going to use the quadratic formula. So we're going to get negative b, which is 1, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 1 squared, minus 4a, which is 2, times c, that's negative 15, all over 2a, which is 4. All right, so what I have to do is I have to compute this quantity here inside. So I have 1 squared, which is 1, and then 4 times 2 times negative 15. So negative 120. So we got negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 minus negative 120 all over 4. And so you're actually adding that. So you're going to end up with negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 121 all over 4. So that means we get negative 1 plus or minus 11, because 121 is a perfect square. So what do we get? Well, now we have to split this up. And so x equals negative 1 plus 11 over 4, which is 10 over 4, which is 5 halves. But x also equals negative 1 minus 11 over 4, which is negative 12 over 4, which is negative 3. Now what it says is we plot these on a number line. And the question is, what's the positive distance between them? So if this is 0 right here, then where's negative 3? Negative 3 is over here. And where's 5 halves? 5 halves is over here. And so what we want is we want that distance. And so what we can do is we can take and subtract these two. So we take 5 halves and subtract negative 3, because that finds the distance between two numbers, is the difference. And so that number is 5.5. There's your distance on the number line. And we're done.